In the last lecture, we learned about ordered and unordered insertion. Now, there is one more option which we can configure when inserting a document using insert one or insert many method. And that option is called as write concern. So in this lecture, let's learn what the write concern configuration means and when should we use it. In MongoDB, write concern defines the level of acknowledgement required from the database for a write operation to be considered successful. It essentially determines how much assurance you have that a write operation has been persisted to disk and replicated to other nodes in the cluster. Using the write concern setting, we can set multiple configurations. Like we can set the write configuration, we can set the journal, we can set the write timeout, etc. In this lecture, we are going to talk about the write configuration of write concern. Now, in order to understand what the write configuration of write concern does, first we need to understand what is replica set and how insert and read works with replica set. So when we want to work with MongoDB database, we have a client. The client which we are using for our examples is Mongo Shell, but a client can also be Compass or your backend application which is using a MongoDB driver. And we also have MongoDB server where the MongoDB database is residing. Now, in most of the cases, if you are having a single instance of MongoDB server, that will be your primary server with which you are working. So for example, when we installed MongoDB server on our local machine, we have a single instance of MongoDB server with which so far we have been working using Mongo Shell, right? And that local installation of MongoDB server is our primary server. Now let's say we want to insert a document in a collection which is present in this MongoDB server. For that, we will either call insert one or insert many method from the client and pass the document which we want to insert. In this example, I'm using insert one method. And when this command reaches the MongoDB server, it is going to insert that document in a specified collection. Now, when we are building a small application, there one single primary server is enough. But when we are building a large enterprise application, then along with primary server, we can also have some secondary servers. These secondary servers are the exact replica of the primary server. That means these secondary servers will also have the same database, and in those database it will have the same collection and same documents. And together these servers are called as replica set because these servers are the exact replica of each other. Now remember that from the client we are always going to work with primary server. We are never going to insert or update anything in the secondary server directly. Okay, so whenever a new data which we have inserted or any existing document which we have updated, first it will happen in the primary server. And from there, the data will be updated in the secondary servers asynchronously. And when I say asynchronously, that means the data will not get updated immediately in the secondary servers. There will be some delay because the update in the secondary server will happen only after the primary server has been updated. That means only after the document is inserted or updated in the primary server, after that only the secondary servers will be updated. So from our client, we are never going to work directly with the secondary servers. We will always work with primary server. And whatever change we will make in primary server, that will be updated in the secondary servers as well. And that will happen asynchronously. Now the question is, why do we need replica sets? That is because, let's say, for some of the reason, if the primary server goes down, in that case, we will have the backup in the secondary servers. And when the primary server goes down, one of the secondary server becomes the primary server. So a replica set is basically a replica of primary server plus the primary server itself. And in case if the primary server goes down, one of the secondary servers becomes the primary server. So secondary servers are basically the backup of the primary server. Now, we will talk about replica sets in great detail in the future lectures of this course, but I hope you have got a high level overview of what replica set is. So now let's understand what is write concern. Alright, so here when we are sending an insert request to the primary server, the MongoDB server is going to insert the document in a collection, and once the document is inserted, the server is going to send an acknowledgement to the client. Right, we have seen that with an example. So whenever we have inserted a document using insert one or insert many, we have always received an acknowledgement, and with that acknowledgement we also received the object IDs of the document which was inserted in the collection. Right. So what is the use of write concern here? Let's say from the client we sent an insert request to the primary server, and in the primary server the document has been inserted in the collection, but that document has not been inserted in the secondary servers yet. As I mentioned, the secondary servers will not be updated immediately with the new data. This process will happen asynchronously behind the scenes. Now, when do you want to receive the acknowledgement from the server? We know that whenever we send an insert request to the server is going to insert the document in the collection and it is going to send us an acknowledgement. But when do we want to get that acknowledgement? Do we want to receive the acknowledgement as soon as the document is inserted in the primary server? Or do we want to receive the acknowledgement when the document is inserted in primary as well as all the secondary servers? That decision we can make using the right configuration of write concern. So write concern is basically an object to which we specify some properties. And one of the property is this W property, which stands for write. So this is our write configuration of write concern. So we can specify a value for this write configuration for this W to tell when do we want to get the acknowledgement from the server. By default, this write configuration is set to majority. That means when you send an insert request to the primary server, you will get the acknowledgement from the server only after the insert has happened in majority of the servers. For example, here you can see we have 4 servers, one primary server and 3 secondary servers. So when we have sent an insert request, we will get the acknowledgement of this insert from the servers when the document has been inserted in primary server and 2 of the secondary servers. So when the document has been inserted in majority of the servers. This is the default behavior. But we can also set this W to some integer value. For example, 1. In this case, the acknowledgement will be received from the server as soon as the insert has happened in the primary server, even though the documents have not been inserted in the secondary server. So as soon as the insert has happened in the primary server is going to send the acknowledgement. It will not wait for the insert in the secondary servers. So that's what this W equal to 1 means. We can also set this W to number of servers we have in the replica set. In this example, I have 4 servers in the replica set, 3 secondary servers and 1 primary server. So when I set this W to 4, that means this primary server is going to send us the insert acknowledgement only if the document has been inserted in primary server and in all the secondary servers. And one thing you need to remember is that when we set this W to 1, in that case, as we learned, the primary server is going to send the acknowledgement as soon as the document has been inserted in the primary server. But in that case, we will not know if the secondary servers are updated with the new data or not. Okay. Then we can also set this write configuration to 0. In that case, the insert request will be sent to the primary server, but the client will not wait for the acknowledgement from the server. And this I'll show you with an example. So I hope now you understand what this write configuration of write concern means. This write configuration of this write concern simply tells when should the client receive the acknowledgement for the insert from the server. Whether it should receive the acknowledgement once the document has been inserted in the primary server, or it should receive the acknowledgement when the document has been inserted in all the servers, or it should receive the acknowledgement when the document has been inserted in majority of the servers. So the default behavior is majority. Let's see this write concern in practice. So let's say what I want is I want to insert one document in the products collection, and for that I'm going to use insert one method. To this insert one method, the first argument will be the document which we want to insert. Here I want to insert a products document, so there I'll specify a name, let's say iPhone, and I'll also specify a price, let's say 899. So this is the first argument. Then the second argument, which is optional for insert one and insert many, is the configuration option. So in the last lecture, we talked about ordered insertion, and there also to this insert many, we passed a second optional argument. And there we used one of the configurations which is ordered. Now this configuration is not available for insert one, but for insert one we have write concern. Okay, and to this write concern also we need to assign an object. And we can also use this write concern on insert many. So here after the ordered, I can specify another configuration which is write concern like this. And then inside this object, we can specify all the configuration for write concern. But here I'm not going to do that. So let me remove this one. Here, let's work with insert one only. So for this write concern, we have multiple configurations. For example, W. W stands for write. So by default, the value of this W is going to be majority, as we learned. And in that case, what this W is telling to the server is, I want the acknowledgement only if the insert operation has happened on majority of the servers. If I set to 1, in that case, we are telling that the client should receive the acknowledgement as soon as the insert operation has happened on the primary server. It should not wait for the insert operation to happen on the secondary server. As soon as the insert has happened on the primary server, the client should get the acknowledgement. Okay. And along with W, we also have other options like J, which stands for journal. By default, its value is undefined. And we also have W timeout, which stands for write timeout. And here to this, we can assign some value in milliseconds, some time interval in milliseconds. We will talk about journal and write timeout in our next lecture. Here, we want to talk about the write configuration. So since I'm working with the local installation of MongoDB server, and in my local, I have only one instance of MongoDB server, I cannot set this W to, more than one. Okay, so I'm going to set it to 1 here. In that case, we will receive the acknowledgement from the MongoDB server as soon as the document, basically this document has been inserted in the collection of our local installation of MongoDB server. Let me copy this. Let me paste it here. And if I press enter, you see we have received the acknowledgement and it is set to true. And with the acknowledgement, we have also received the object ID of the document which has been assigned to it. Now here we can also set this W to 0. In that case, we are telling that we do not want to wait for the acknowledgement from the server after sending the insert request. So if I copy this, let's paste it here. And if I run this command, in this case, an insert request will be sent to the server, but the client, in this case, this Mongo shell is not going to wait for acknowledgement because that's what we have set here. We have set this W to 0. So the client is not going to wait for any acknowledgement. It is telling server that it does not need any acknowledgement. If I press enter, you will see that the acknowledged here is false. Okay, so in this way we have seen W as 0 and W as 1. But if we have a replica set where we have one primary server and multiple secondary servers, then we can also set this W to majority or to a value which is greater than 1. But in our case, we don't have any other instance of MongoDB server because we are working with the local installation. So that's why I cannot set this W to more than 1. But I hope you have got the idea of what this write configuration of write concern is. So using the write concern and indicating a value for W property, we can indicate how many instances of MongoDB server we want the write operation to happen before we get the acknowledgement from the server. For this write concern, along with this write operation, we also have other options like journal and write timeout, and we will talk about it in our next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.